Hey, there you go.
All right, welcome back to That's Not Real Podcast, episode don't know whatever.
Episode 2024.
So, first ever That's Not Real St. Patrick's Day podcast.
I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day.
I have the green beer. I'm making up for this guy because he's not doing anything.
I don't drink.
Even though you could have had a green.
I'm even Irish.
Could have had a green soda. You are. If I'm still 3% Irish, which by the way I started off like 12% a couple years ago, and it's decreased. And the Scottish,
That's a little unnerving, but
the Scottish percentage keeps going up, along with the Swedish percentage. So I'm more Viking and Scottish now than I'm Irish, but you know,
I'm all sorts of things. But I'm European and French and other things. But
this couch is terrible for this, by the way.
now you're recognizing. That's called age. When we care about how we sit.
No, because look, it just looks like I'm like way away.
Yeah,
Far
you'll be feeling that in the
near.
morning from leading back.
Nah, I play pickleball now. I'm in good shape.
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
I just want to play the Golden Girls theme song every
Pickleball.
time he says it.
There's some younger people out there, man. There's people that make careers out of that. So we didn't really have a
With or
topic
without the cane.
today. By the way, my views on this podcast that may come out, because I'm a little pissed off, do not reflect upon him. So,
Oh, don't worry. Like, if I don't agree with it, I'll tell you. I'm not afraid to argue with you.
no. I'm just saying. I want to make sure. If anyone out there wants to come after anyone, go away.
And we have this fancy new microphone that he has.
It's been
so
the same.
hopefully now, one of us doesn't sound like I'm yelling all the time, and you're in the background like this.
So, Christine bought me a whole package for Christmas, like a whole thing. I got to use it one time, and it broke.
Did it really?
Yeah, the sound stopped working coming through.
Oh.
So there's one thing out there where I had sounds.
He broke your stuff, Chris.
She knows. All right, so vent time. Stupid people of the world.
Let's do this. I just scared your dog.
If you cannot figure out how to use the self-check, do not go through the self-check. Stores, if you're going to use only self-check, they all got to be working. And they should have a self-checkout of like 12 or less items for the people that actually know how to use it and are trying to get in and out. I had to wait in line at Walmart today and self-checkout for 15 minutes. Not because, one end along was like line, I walked the other end. 6 people in front of me. But there's a couple people that had the shopping carts, they're trying to steal stuff, so they're putting it in and out.
Yeah, I did a whole shopping cart and self-checkout. But I did a conveyor belt one.
Well, no.
12 or less.
Yeah.
Not the one I consider like you have one little bag.
Yeah, BJ's has some stuff like that. But there's people, and they don't know what they're doing. So they're holding up the entire line.
Well, see, are they holding it up, or is it one of these stupid, because I have a thing on these self-checkouts that drives me nuts. If you go over like 14 items, it'll just freeze and say, oh, someone needs to come over anyway. Or it double scans really fast, and someone has to come over.
Or it doesn't read that you put something in the bag.
Yeah, like the worst feeling in the world is you scan something and it goes beep, beep. Oh, fuck, I'm done. Like, I can't do anything.
Well, I have to wait for someone to come over and buy alcohol to come through. So I try to find a regular cashier, but most places don't have regular cashiers anymore. It's just that one people, and there's a bunch of old people in that line with all their food. They're going to take forever. So it's just still paying with the exact change.
Yeah, because me personally, I love self-checkout because I'm betting on myself over the cashier
all
day, every day.
Me too, but you see the people. If this is how fast you move,
yeah, this is really going to be awkward for those listening. What he's doing is
it's you two. Who's listening?
People in the car. I listen to it in the car.
People don't even watch us. They're not listening to us.
I know, but just in case, humor them. What he was doing is moving the can in some absurdly slow manner.
They could see it. I was going like this. See? Beep.
Yeah.
I don't. No.
Yeah, and how about be able to fix those things so... And again, here's the other deal.
God damn, look like I got a tiny head when I sit like this. Looks like I can't do that.
I mean, the deal is too, if you're not going to hire cashiers anymore because everything is self-checkout, have more than one person who can check the 40 self-checkouts. I shouldn't be searching the store for someone to click the button. Because let's be honest, I could have put 1,000 things in my bag. They don't care. They come, they turn the key, they hit a button, and they leave. And then they come back when it happens again.
Yeah, I can tell you by sitting in line, I know which people are trying to steal and which people are trying to get in and out. You can just watch them. They try to mix stuff up all the time, and it's just, you can kind of watch it every now and then. You're like, yeah, that person steals. Food Line doesn't even have a person out by the self-checkout. And some of the stuff doesn't scan.
Again, you gotta hunt someone.
You scan the barcode and it's like, that item's not found. It's your store. What do you mean it's not found? I didn't make up a barcode.
That's a product right there of all paying people more and raising minimum wage to absurd levels. Yep, they're just gonna get rid of jobs. You still can't see it. Looks like you're drinking a pond.
It's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so we know. So the other thing that happened today at Walmart, this is where I said, you may want to.
I'm gonna have to distance myself from this one.
So I'm going in to get oil for lawnmowers because, of course, it's March and I don't have any oil. They're low. I'm like, gotta do it. Gotta come up. Like, so I go to Walmart just to get engine oil, right? And I'm like, oh wait, I need body wash. So I go to the body wash aisle. You know how people stand with the carts and they never move out of your way?
They stay with their.
Yeah, they're standing in the carts in front of them and they just look up and they're in your way of getting stuff.
Oh, well.
So this lady is sitting in front of the whole aisle with her cart. So I walk up.
Is it one of those aisles you can just go to the other side?
Well, hang on. Funny story, kind of. Or me venting.
I'm interrupting the funny story.
So, mask. Stop! She's wearing a mask.
I know a lot of people who still wear masks. I respect a lot of them.
Stop. So, she's in there, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, because I just need to go down the aisle, right? And she says, I'm next in line.
To go down the aisle?
I said, for what? Like it so took me off. Like, I don't want to be a sarcastic asshole. I'm like, for what? Like, I'm confused. Like, is she, she's a little old. Does she think there's a checkout aisle there? Like, is she just lost? She goes, no, I'm going down the aisle next because there's someone down the aisle. And I said, no, what?
More than one person can go down the aisle.
She's not budging. So I said, okay. And I went down the other aisle, down and back up, grabbed my thing, and she again wouldn't let me leave. I said, okay, well, I can just stand here. I can just stand here if you're not going to let me out.
Face it off with the little old lady at Walmart.
Not that old. Like, I shouldn't say old anymore. She's probably in the 50s, and I'm almost 50. And just stand there. Now she's upset because I went down the aisle before. She still won't let me leave. So obviously, I can leave. Why don't you let me leave? Then you can come in.
Even in COVID, there's no rules.
Yeah, they had the one-way stuff. So she thought that she could block the aisle, and only her could go down there. Not understanding there's two entrances.
That's wild. Like, I completely respect the ability for people to wear masks and be safe and what they feel is safe. I mean, my views, I disagree with that masks work, but I respect that other people, I could be wrong, right? So I respect other people have that. Where I draw the line is when you make people understand, listen, if you don't want to go down an aisle someone else is in, that's your right. But you can't stop other people from going down the aisle. Know what you want, you better get there fast. That's the game you're playing.
First of all,
you want to do that.
First of all, I guess she's probably picked something up for her husband. I don't know, because it's the men's body wash aisle. So I'm not right. But this is where I said the disagreement is. Sometimes people, a lot of women, don't understand the privilege they have of being an asshole in public without any repercussions or anything happening from it. Because if that was a dude, I'd move his cart. You know what I'm saying? If he's under 80 and he's doing that, I'm taking his cart and I'm moving it. And now he has a chance, but I'm not going to do that to the woman.
If you're a lady, you might have done it to her.
Right, but I'm saying a woman can be assholes to men in public and never have to worry about 90% of repercussions until they meet the one guy who goes around punching people for no reason, and then he doesn't care.
How is that happening at Walmart?
There's some videos. I'm just saying the dudes who go around and beat people don't care. They have no morals.
All right, there's evil people.
But if there's a guy doing that to me with the shot or being an asshole or saying something sarcastic, asshole, like, blah, 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 whatever it is, the woman get away with it. Like, if I see you at Walmart, I don't know you, right? And you're taking a long time, I might say, hey, you need help? Should I go get help for you or whatever it is? I'm going to be nice. You're not going to say, hey, asshole, what the fuck you doing before I come beat? Because that can escalate immediately.
Yes, I guess I don't run into some of these same problems. I don't really run into...
You never have a woman being mean to you? Or being an asshole, sarcastic? There's a lot of stuff online where people do it. And
I'm sure it is.
Parents.
Now, I will say this. I have seen, I can't remember her name. There is a Facebook video woman who plays these clips of kind of privilege in a sense of people go, well, a guy should do this, a guy should do this, a guy should do this.
They want traditional men, but...
I will say there is a double standard going on because and a lot of the world right now does want guys to be kind of the old-fashioned. They want them to be tough. They don't.
They want traditional.
But when they don't care, you're like, oh, they don't have emotions. But if you don't let someone have emotions, they're not going to have emotions. Like you have to. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, hey, you need to do all the hard stuff, but not the easy stuff. Now, to be fair, I know
There's no to be fair.
countless women who this does not fall into their forte.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not all women. There's a high percentage that think they can say and do anything to strangers in public because they have no fear of any repercussions. They've never had. They just lived in bubble lives.
Well, I think COVID really brought out a lot of this too, because you have so many people who just do. I mean, anyone can search it. They just do dumb things and think that, kind of to your point, that there are no repercussions.
Well, I think we're just seeing videos now of it. Remember, you so many fights in baseball. No, you just now see every single fight in baseball and Sports Center. Like the number of fights in games hasn't increased. You just see them all. Now you're seeing videos where people are taking stuff of, why, lady, like, why are you yelling at me? Or, dude, why are you trying to cause a fight with this person?
But I think you are seeing it more in the sense of, like we've talked about before, crime is up everywhere. To a point where people are doing brazenly stupid things in like subway cars and stuff like that. But I think that's a byproduct of this, is because that stuff's escalating. Whereas before, people were always assholes at times and stuff like that. But it's usually based on emotion, right? Someone had a bad day, or now I think there's so many people on so many different kinds of drugs and so depressed because of financials, because of how expensive everything is. I think people are just being assholes more often and doing things that never would have, with no consequences. Because they're like, oh, we're not going to get in trouble if we do it.
I think a lot of this is they think the whole world caters to themselves. Because they never had people tell them, you're an asshole. They've never had people say that. So they think they are more important than a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I'll even say something like, I usually don't get into work stuff, so if someone from my job ever watch this, it's going to be really interesting conversation.
Well, that's why I said you're separate from me.
But I had a situation recently where I think I surprised my boss when I talked to him about, like, there's a right time for feedback, and you can't just, but to his point, he is almost surprised that someone can talk to someone respectfully with something that's not acceptable. I'm like, hey, it wasn't even about me. It was about someone else on the call. I'm like, you can't do that. That's not, you got to be respectful to people. But I think a lot of people have lost that ability to just be human beings to each other first.
Because you're no longer allowed to punch people in the face that deserve to be punched in the face. You bring that back, and a lot of this other shit stops. Like, if a guy's being a dick to a woman in public, I can't even go in and try to protect her, because I'm probably going to end up going to jail for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see a couple of people bullying someone, you go to step up for that person, there's a good chance that you're now going to be involved and go to jail. And like, well, you escalated it. No, I was protecting him. You would have beat the fuck out of her if I didn't go and step in. And then she's like, well, I don't want press charges against him. He came in. So,
yeah.
And then we're like, why don't you want to help out? What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
Well, I think we definitely live in a weird society where we would be like the Seinfelds and they're like ending episodes like, oh, something's going on across the street. It's like, man, I really want to help, but what exactly is going on? And is this like some crazy like drug dance going on? Is this like, because there's so few morals out there, and it's, well, we talk about it. I mean, some people who watch this will understand. It's like your job is to go home at night, and now helping people kind of jeopardizes that. But inside, you still want to do it. Like I know, and I know you too. Like people give you this bad rap, like you're an asshole all the time because you try to.
I treat people how they deserve to be treated.
Well, and you try to have that persona sometimes. You want people to think like you're an asshole.
They leave you alone.
But secretly you're not.
They leave you alone.
I know who you are. You would be the first person to jump across the street and help somebody. So we both would, but now there's that doubt when you do it. It's like, oh shit, what's going to happen when I do this?
It's like the guy on the subway who stopped someone from, like, he had a knife or something, whatever it was, and he stopped him. I think he ended up killing him. And they charged him. But he was like, if I didn't stand in, like, he put him some chokehold and it happened to be that he died when he did it, just a regular citizen. And they're like, well, you shouldn't have done that. He's like, he was going to kill people. Like, what am I supposed? Like, you're charging me for stopping someone for kill people. You're supposed to let me kill people. Like all the grounds and subways. Like, if there's one dude who's attacking one other person, and there's 10 men on that one train, they can stop that.
Right.
But they don't want to because they don't want to get involved anymore. Because A, they're worried about getting hurt. B, they're worried about getting sued. And C, they're worried that I don't know, people may take sides because he's wearing the wrong color shirt without gangs.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much going on out there. It can be wild. And the fact that, and I'll give an example of how crazy the world has gotten in my head. Growing up, when I used to go to the Big E, we went to a Big E festival up north. Went all the time. Never once did it even cross my mind. I wonder what, like, if anyone's going to come up here and, like, shoot it up or something crazy is going to happen. Well, yesterday I went to GalaxyCon with some friends, which is...
By the way, there's a lot more people in your pictures than what they advertise on the website.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
I was seeing some of the pictures like, oh, well, I might have wanted to go see some of those people. But when I checked the website out, none of those people
I
were on
went for
there.
the first time a couple years ago. I highly recommend it if you've never gone. It's one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Well, I want to do, like, there's like
I've been
Comic
dressed
Con
up
in
this
Atlanta
year.
that had Cobra Kai people there. But I would have had to stay and change my flight.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you get a chance, like next year, come with us. But it's a blast. But it was ridiculous. People are waiting hours to get in. We got there pretty early, so we got in pretty quick. But my point is, someone had posted. I was looking at some Facebook posts afterwards. They're like, "Yeah, I'm really surprised there's no metal detectors or people checking bags for it."
Bags, yeah.
And the first thing that popped in my head is like, "Wow, I'm actually surprised nothing crazy has happened." And that never used to be the case. That never used to be a thought. Like,
Yeah, no, go.
but now it's like everywhere you go, you have to, in the back of your mind, understand, like, where's the exit? Like, you have to know, like, when people are walking around and they look crazy. When I pick up Kylie or Sharon from downtown, I'm always looking around.
Oh,
now, part of that is
definitely.
like where we grew up, right? You naturally look around, you get a feel for
Yeah, no,
how
it's called
people.
situational awareness. You
Yeah.
gotta always be aware of
But
it.
but now that situational awareness is everywhere. You have to have it everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah. You always do.
Yeah, but not everywhere used to be as violent as it is now. Like, as far as like shootings and bombings and
Right, because people didn't punch that guy in the face a couple of weeks ago, so he got more brazen. He's coming out, and he thinks I can pull out this gun, like the Kansas City shooting. I don't know if you saw the video, but they were trying to.
I know they tried to stop them and stuff like that. And
There's like 4 dudes that chased out one guy running with the gun, and they sat him until the cops got there.
Yeah.
And people are like, should they have intervened? What do you mean? He has a gun, and they're shooting. Now it wasn't a shooting like they
he was
say.
aiming at someone. Or
Yeah,
something like
it was
that.
2 gang members, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to call them. I don't know what the proper term is, but 2 people trying to shoot each other. They're not nice people, right? They each got a gun. They're trying to shoot each other. They're like, well, should they have chased them down? It could have made it worse. Worse than what? Than more people being shot?
Well, I think the thought process is that guy who would have stopped possibly at the one could have shot the 4 guys trying to stop him.
Or that guy, as he's running, people in his way, like I want to do with a missile in my Jeep, could just shot people to get away.
The missile in your Jeep.
Yeah, missile in my Jeep. I got the fire missile button. Doesn't actually work. So when like DC and people just there, boom, blows the car out of my way.
Yeah, I want one of those buttons when I'm downtown sometimes. You see people, because downtown is a tricky place. I always hate the crosswalks especially if you're turning anywhere, because then they're allowed to cross the street as you're turning.
Yeah.
You're like, you just want to take them out.
Yeah, that's annoying, but I get it. I have no problem with them. I just don't like downtown Richmond.
Well, I just hate
Just
driving.
trying to find parking, trying to deal with the stupid driver. I can't do. As I get older, I can't deal with stupid drivers. It's even more annoying.
Yeah, you know me. I've always hated driving. It's not going to change.
No,
If it hasn't changed at this point, and for those who don't know, I got like 2 furry friends just sitting out. We're doing the moving the. We talked about this. We don't move the screen.
obviously we do.
No, we don't. You're wrong. You don't move the screen.
He's coming into your screen.
That's fine.
So this is Moose. If you guys remember, Moose or not, Moose agrees with me. People need to be punched in the face because they mistreated him. They mistreated Dogger a long time ago. So
Yeah, my dogs would probably agree with that too. Like, probably a lot of dogs out there say punch people in the face. The dogs are loyal.
yeah, no, they are until they eat them. Like I don't know whatever happened. I don't know why this dog turned on me. Well, maybe you beat him every single time you went to feed him. I don't know.
I'm still, and I know you don't agree with this, but there is still, I don't agree with the thing that all animals are good unless they're treated bad. I think some animals, just like people and like every other species, has some who are just assholes.
Just assholes. I don't know.
Like, I hear all the times like, oh, if an attack happens, someone did something to happen. No, that's not always the case. Some dogs are just assholes or just born that way. I refuse to believe that every dog is just magically born amazing. Now, I do.
I think.
And we're going to separate here because I like dogs too. I have 2 dogs that I love. And there's a lot of dogs I'm around I love. That doesn't mean that every dog I've ever been around. There's been a few, but...
Born and raised as a puppy in good conditions, a dog will always be good.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want.
I mean, maybe if you teach the dog to be good, but I think there's... So, you're telling me if every dog that was raised in the wild with no people intervening would never do anything bad. I literally just see monkeys dragging people hits away.
Stop.
I literally, again, I'm going with monkeys. Have you ever seen the video where the monkey drags the little kid away?
Yeah, but in nature,
Exactly.
monkeys have a hard life sometimes. Maybe that kid came and took that dude's banana.
Or maybe he's just a greedy asshole who likes food.
No, I don't.
Some animals are just greedy.
First of all, you're talking about predators. Like hippo, okay. Some animals, yes, not dogs. Like hippos are just assholes. They're vegetarians, but they kill people just to kill people. Like, what?
I'm just saying, like, if we never had dogs as pets, and we never mistreated any of them, I guarantee something bad would still happen eventually with a dog. If we never mistreated them, key word there.
In the entire...
They get marked with sainthood,
Yeah,
just for being...
They're saints.
Just for being dogs. Now, again, I love dogs,
Obviously
but you're just like people. There's good ones and bad ones.
You're still wrong. Like,
not wrong.
I don't understand. Dogs are not like people. There's not a mean trait. That doesn't exist. That's like 1950s Freudian philosopher psychologists that are stupid. That think if you see this jawline, these are the traits that come with it. That's not how.
I don't even know where you're going with that.
What you're saying is some animals have genes that make them mean. That was an old thing that people used to say. Certain people are born with certain genes that make them.
Just like I don't believe every serial killer came from a bad situation. Some of them just something didn't work in their head. Maybe
Right, but they used to say that they were born with that, but they're not born. Stuff happens.
Yeah, maybe it's the way life happens, but it's not. Maybe it's not the way they're born, but it's the way they become. And it's not always a person's fault.
If Dahmer was loved by the first person he tried to be with, probably never existed.
Or maybe he just would have fucked somebody else up.
Maybe. We'll never know.
I mean, wasn't that the dude who was eating people?
Yeah, but there's...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's a whole thing. Like, he was gay, but didn't want to admit he was gay, so he had a lot of...
I remember watching a documentary. Kelly watches a lot of those, and I
Cindy
watched
made
it
me
with her.
watch that.
Which there's something to be said about why there's so many documentaries on all these killers, like a learning manual or something.
It is a learning manual, because they can kill people and they don't expect anything to happen. Back to my whole accountability.
I'm just saying, like, there's good dogs and there's bad dogs.
No, there's good dogs and there's dogs that are mistreated.
No!
Yes.
No!
I've never seen a puppy try to kill someone.
Just because they're cute and adorable doesn't mean they didn't try.
Yeah,
No puppy has ever just bitten someone's ankle.
No, playing with them. You don't see puppies like...
No, but the
chasing
difference
them.
is you treat it different. Oh, he's a puppy. He made me bleed, but he didn't mean anything by it.
Nah, that's just true. So, speaking of this stuff, have you seen the videos where guys... I should have brought it up. I was going to do that. I was going to look it up, and then I was playing Chinese crackers. And it's like they take a thing of guys... Remember the old Would You Rather fight a tiger or a chicken?
Yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
Once. So it's the same type of thing, but it's like, do you think you could win in a fight? And it
Oh,
starts
I've
with
seen a couple of these.
So it's like, it starts with a rat. What dude doesn't think they can win a fight with a rat?
No, but the one I saw was like, it was a whole bunch of rats, and then it was like a gorilla.
Yeah, well,
and the guy thought he would beat the gorilla, which, word to the wise, none of us are beating up a gorilla.
You're not even beating up a chimp.
Look up what they do. You're not beating up the gorilla.
Or a chimp.
Or especially the little South American chimps that actually grow to like 5 feet,
Yeah,
which is creepy.
Look at videos of them
They
without
look like
fur.
people, it's creepy.
Look at them without fur. They're just pure muscle. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're not. You're not. Maybe if you poke them in the eye,
Or
you get
the
lucky.
people are like, I'll beat a bear. Like obviously you haven't watched that manual because you can't run that fast.
If the animal knows they're in a fight, you have no chance.
Yeah. See, and that's the key. If you ask me, there's two different questions there. Could you win? Could you survive? If you ask me, could I survive a fight with some of these animals? I'm gonna say yes. It doesn't mean only because my goal is to last long enough so he gets bored and leaves. Because all he's doing is trying to send me a message. Very rarely are they going to try to
it's supposed to be gladiator fight to the death type thing.
No, I know, and that's why I said it's two different.
Right, you don't have weapons. So people don't think they can beat a rat.
So let's see how far you.
And then there's other people that think they can fight a tiger. Like, are you dumb? Like, I don't understand. Do you know how big tigers are?
Yeah, there's a few.
They're athletic.
There's a few podcasts out there where I really wonder about the people, and we're not the most intelligent people on earth. We just have a lot of common sense most of the time.
Most of the time.
But yeah, not all the time. Like if you've ever seen me try to fix anything, definitely not all the time.
I have a whole other event. Maybe we can circle back around to it. But anyways, yeah. So I don't.
So let's see how far we can go with the animal thing with you and see where you're.
Obviously, I can beat up a rat.
All right. So next level up, a raccoon.
Yeah, raccoon. Anything under 20 pounds.
Okay.
I'm winning the fight.
Okay.
I mean,
what about a bobcat?
I think I can fight off a bobcat.
Again, the fight to death. So this is different to the question.
I think a bobcat's right at that level. Like a bobcat and like a small wolf. I think that's the line. Like
you think you could probably win, but you're not coming out unscathed.
Right? No, you're hoping that you get lucky against a bobcat, like a full-grown bobcat and a full-grown wolf that's not one of the huge wolves, like one of the Mexican red wolves type thing.
Yeah. And obviously, we're not talking about like mountain lions because we're gonna lose that battle.
Right, because the bobcat is that limit.
Now I'll ask the one that
because you might get a lucky punch.
Koala.
Yeah.
Oh, you're losing badly. It's a bear.
I can throw him.
It's a bear with talons.
When he grabs me, I can chuck him. I can I can DDT him.
Oh, you are so losing to. So
how big is a koala bear? Hang on. How big is a koala bear?
So while he looks that up, because I know he's going to look that up now.
Yes, I am.
We have to at least get some comments in here on. Do you think he's going to beat a koala bear? I'm saying not a chance in hell.
Why not? If you punch a koala bear, it's going to hurt them.
They're actually pretty vicious animals, if I remember right.
No, I'm saying they're all vicious and they're trying to kill you. What I'm saying is
you can punch. Strong.
Right, but you can punch him. You have the length.
Okay, why do you think one punch to a bear?
Because their heads are very big. You can also kick him.
I bet you his head is bigger than yours.
He can't jump.
Your normal head, not your head back here where it's like a little cantaloupe.
I don't know how to spell koala bear. Koala Leonard's hands. Oh, why do I care about Kawhi Leonard's hands? Koala bear.
Why do you care about koala?
So I don't know how to spell it. I'm just hoping Google figures it out.
Koala.
What?
Koala.
Koala. Oh, there we go. Size of koala.
Now I'm wondering about my previous statement.
The koala is 24 to 33 inches long and weighs up to 31 pounds. He's 2 feet tall, weighing 30 pounds. I can punt that motherfucker. I'm telling you, right now, if this little is running up to me, I'm kicking him.
Okay, just because you kick a dog, and then he's not going flying 30 feet away.
If you're able to kick a dog in the head, he's not. You're going to win that battle. Wolves are higher up.
Right, so koala's the first one we're disagreeing.
Oh my God! Why? It's 30 pounds. I can throw him so far.
It's still a bear.
He's okay. He can't get to me.
We just talked about people who think they can beat
I have like 18 times the reach of him. What? His little arms are going to be out here?
He's trying to grab on and when you go punch him, he's going to slice your arms.
He's going to punt him.
Just like piranhas are small, and
koalas aren't smart. They either eat eucalyptus leaves or they die.
I know they're stupid.
Right, so they don't know how to fight.
They're still a bear. I think they survive somehow.
You can't just put the name of bear and call it a bear.
It's a bear! It's a koala bear!
Like the bear cat. Like, what? Stop.
All right, so we know koalas.
Koala's no problem. So you think you would lose in a fight to a koala bear?
Possibly.
Oh my God.
I'm putting that koala bear probably one step above the bobcat, or where it's like, you know what? I might be able to win, but I might not.
Oh no, Bobcat's definitely gonna kill a koala in a fight. That's not even close. That is not even, dude.
what-
The Bobcat is gonna kill the koala, and he's gonna jump up and land on
I
him.
bet you there's a YouTube video on koala versus the bobcat somewhere.
The Bobcat's killing him. Unless I got Bobcat wrong, but I've seen them in zoos. They got nails, dude.
All right,
They got the reach.
anaconda. See, this
How
is
big?
where
How big is the area?
this is where it gets tricky when you talk about fight to death. Because I don't know if I can physically kill them, but I can definitely protect myself from them.
Well,
Because they're slow.
the problem is, in order to kill them, you have to start smashing their head, which means you're in reach. How fast?
Well, that's what I said. This is what I know I can survive.
I'm just gonna run. Yeah, no. In the jungle, if I have a path, let's see how fast they go. But I'm pretty sure I'm running. Like they're not catching me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How
Like,
fast?
now, if they already have a grip on you, which is your scenario, fight to death, so they grabbed you already.
No, you're screwed. Like if you're stuck in like a 10x10 cage, like a UFC cage with an anaconda, you better hope you can run around in circles for a very long time.
Oh, we're gonna find out if a motherfucker can bite through a snake right then and there. Because I'm doing everything. I'm eating anaconda.
Oh yeah, no. So they can only move up to 5 miles per hour. So.
Yeah, I again, this is that survival versus
Oh yeah,
fight to
in a
death.
fight, I mean, I don't know. Do they get tired? Is he gonna get tired chasing me? That's a lot of muscles he's gonna be using. So there's a chance if the cage is big enough, and I don't know how stamina goes to anaconda. I don't.
So
I don't know
how about a spitting cobra?
I don't care about the spinning part.
Well, they spit venom. I care about that. That matters.
Well, no, because again, so this is different.
They blind you.
I'd rather fight a cobra than an anaconda.
Oh, no way.
And I'd rather fight the black mamba, because you can still grab their head from behind. You have a chance. If you can grab their head,
I get that.
you can win.
But
The
I don't
anaconda,
want
you grab the head, and you're fucked.
See, this is probably goes to that whole fear of needles and things in me. I don't want anything that's biting through me that has.
Anacondas bite.
I know, but they're not injecting me with something that's gonna make me all fucked up.
Yeah, but if a king cobra's coming at you, right? You can walk and you can get behind, right? Because there's people that do it. There's people that catch them in
Well,
real
now
life.
the other question is too. I mean, we are intelligent species. I mean, are we allowed to use like rocks and stuff? Or are we talking about like hand to hand?
Should be hand to hand. I mean, obviously in the jungle you can pick up stuff. Obviously not allowed to bring a weapon.
Like, if
We're
I
talking
can
about
pick up
like
a rock,
sea
I'm
cage.
eating them both.
I don't know, dude. The anaconda's gonna be hard.
Hey, dude, I have a rock.
You have to get close enough to hit him with it.
Okay, he's gotta get his head close enough to me.
No, he doesn't. His head or his tail.
Like, just because his tail touches me doesn't mean. If
They
he
can
starts-
trip you up like Godzilla's tail trips up Kong. And now you're down, and now he's getting you.
But just because he tripped me, when he's getting me, he has to wrap me up. They kill you by crushing you. So,
But he's gonna wrap you up.
but it's gonna take a second to crush me, and that means he's close enough to stab with the rock. I made him run away. He went towards the light. All right, so now I gotta think of a non-snake one. We'll kind of think of one more.
Yeah,
Then.
snakes are kind of hard. Like spiders, I'm gonna win that battle. I'm gonna step on them or kick them. I'm not.
I might die just from the fear of running away and smacking myself on a wall, but
Well, you're gonna be able to keep your distance.
I will say,
kick them, step on them.
I'm gonna take myself for the spiders. Look at the track record, and it's like 1,000,000 at this point. I'm taking out a lot more of them than they've done to me.
Well, yeah,
so.
give them the poison and stuff like that. So anything small you can step on, I believe I'm winning
Same
that
thing,
fight.
like scorpions.
Yeah,
and-
the scorpion can't sneak up on you. You're gonna win that fight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're assuming we know the fight's happening.
Well, if it knows the fight's happening, we have to know the fight's happening.
Right. So I mean, I'm sure. Komodo dragon thing. Not the bearded dragons, but
Yeah,
the
the
actual.
Komodo, yeah, no, those things are mean. I don't know, man. That's hard to do much to. But again, you have a chance.
But I think they paralyze you with like their dirty saliva or something like that.
Okay, but you stand a chance because you can kick it in the head. The head's low enough that you can kick it, run, do the curb stomp. So that's what I'm saying. There's chances. Certain things you chance. When the head's higher than what you can kick.
You know where you're starting right now. It's like, remember when the meme went around with 30 RKO forever?
Yeah.
Like, let's start the YouTube meme where people are randomly curb stopping animals. Like you're like mixing the videos.
That's a good video. Which animals do you think you can curb stomp?
It just
Come on,
I
someone else.
want to flood the internet with like these random animals being curb stomped.
What I'm saying is, like, I would rather fight a Komodo dragon than a gorilla.
Oh, all day, every day. Yeah.
But even a weak gorilla or a tiger, right? I don't know. Can I kick a tiger? Probably not. Like, its head's high, it's moving fast.
Another one people think they can win, and every time I watch a video of them, I am assured I would have zero chance. A kangaroo. Those things are mean.
Have you seen the video where the kangaroo has a guy's dog in a headlock and it won't let go? Like, the dog was chasing it, it grabbed it, had a headlock, the guy walks up, he's like, let go, the kangaroo's like, what? So he punches the kangaroo, let's go, the dog's like, look at him like, what? They all leave.
No, I will say this, for all the talk about the bad dog owners, I've seen some really good ones in some of these videos. People running up to bears to protect their dogs, people running up to kangaroos, apparently.
Yeah,
I love my dogs. There's going to be an internal struggle. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'd want to. I don't know. There might be an internal struggle if there's a bear there and my dog's just barking and I'm like, come inside. Please just come inside. Like, I don't want to go toe to toe, hand to hand.
No, I'm trying to get the dog away from the bear. But in the scenario the bear's fighting my dog, it's now 2-on-1.
I don't even know.
I don't think we have the chance, but maybe he can trip him up and I can put him to sleep.
What is the thought process when a kangaroo has your dog in a headlock?
Like he was choking him.
Because I'm trying to picture, because I know it's you, your dogs, your kids. To me, they're one step below kids.
I can't believe you've never seen this video.
Because I have kids, so I'm just now picturing what would happen if a kangaroo had Alex in a headlock.
Oh, you're gonna do exactly what the guy did.
I'm gonna go try to help him, but what goes through your head? What do you do? You just square up?
So yeah, you gotta hope that adrenaline's strong enough.
I know, but do you just go and just dive at them? Do you square up? How do you take what's that first move that you do? Are you trying to scare them, yell at them? I'm hoping I still got the rock.
Oh, so this is Ozzy Man doing it.
Oh, so as we do the podcast, apparently I'm watching this video, which, this man is truly running right at the. That's a smaller kangaroo.
So the kangaroo has a dog in a headlock, right? Look at him. He's like, no, I'm not letting go.
Yeah, that's a small kangaroo.
And now he's like,
he punched the kangaroo.
The kangaroo's like,
and then he just walked away like it's normal. This is definitely some Australian shit right there. So I don't go to Australia. Man squared up, punched him in the jaw. The kangaroo looked at him and just walked away.
So the kangaroo has his dog in a headlock. And the guy is running up to his 2 dogs running around. He's doing this and he's going to the kangaroo and the kangaroo moves back to the dog. And the kangaroo finally lets go of the dog.
We're going to put the video of this in the comments.
Yeah. So we do the Ozzy Man too. I love Ozzy Man. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he lets go. So then this man, and the kangaroo stands straight up. And the guy's like in a boxing, I don't know what to do. He punches him. The kangaroo's like, what?
Yeah. So I just got one thing. Hands down. Don't
2
put
dogs.
your hands down, kangaroo. Your hands were down. Keep them up.
Don't put your hands down if you're fighting a kangaroo either. I mean,
no.
2 dogs plus whoever's taking the video.
That's probably the exception. You want your hands down because you're blocking those kicks. Fuck that. I'm not letting the kangaroo kick me.
By the way, the people that are videoing their dog being attacked by an animal or close to an animal, put the camera down and help your fucking dog out.
Well, a lot of these are probably
that kangaroo
doorbell cameras or.
No, these people, they're in the wild, they're on trails, and the dogs mess with them, and they're recording it. Look at my dog trying to save me from the bear. No, put the camera down and get your dog out of there.
I saw another crazy one where people, I have to try to find it. A jaguar, it must be in South America somewhere.
You're not trying to fight with a jaguar.
A jaguar just comes up and attacks a sleeping dog. They open the door and they're like, where'd our dog go?
Yeah, so a lot of places in Africa and South America, if you leave your dog out, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Because they come up, they sneak in. There's all types of stuff like that.
It's like if you have a little chihuahua and you leave them outside and there's hawks flying around.
Yeah, or the one where the lady, that was so funny that her chihuahua would chase alligators into the river.
I didn't see
so there's a whole video and she has a set of videos where her chihuahua runs at the alligator and alligator runs away. They think it's funny.
No, I would throw an alligator.
They thought it was funny until one alligator said, yeah, fuck around and find out I'm hungry. And snatched it and went into the water.
So I guess that's the next level. I think I could beat an alligator.
In the water, no.
There's too many people that fight them and win.
Not in the water. Can you open your eyes underwater?
If I can get on his back and keep his mouth shut.
Oh man, I've seen a gator grab another gator's leg, do the gator roll, and snap it.
But yeah, you don't let them grab. The second they bite you, you're done. Yeah, I get that. But you don't let them bite you. I mean, their mouth can't open if you keep it closed.
Yeah, but how do you keep it closed in the water? They can breathe a lot longer than you can. You're gonna have to let go.
I guess it depends how deep the water is.
All he has to do is take you where you can't breathe.
Well, he's got to take you there first.
If you're right at his back, he's taking you.
I think they're really stupid. I don't think they're thinking that far.
It's a
fight.
fight.
I think they kind of stand there and try to fight where you are.
They're in the water. No, they grab shit and go down. If they're trying to run away from you, they're gonna go down.
I'm gonna have to see that video of someone going. Oh well, maybe I shouldn't want to watch that video, but
There's no videos of that. I'm just saying, like,
then where are you getting your thought process from?
if you grab a
Did
gator,
you hear a lot of stories about gators drowning people?
but gators can swim underwater for a long period of
Doesn't
time.
mean they're smart enough to figure out to go out to sea. Because if you grab,
Dude, they're dinosaurs. They've been around for millions of years.
right, but if you grab one, you're obviously not way out. I'm not hopping off the boat to get to one.
You're in a fight, and you said you're willing to go in the water.
Yes, but if I started to fight, I'm thinking near the shore. Not, you know what? I'm on a boat. Let me jump off the boat to go fight the alligator for no reason.
Yeah, so a lot of people say, would you rather fight an alligator or a shark? It's obviously in the water.
I'm gonna go with the alligator. I know his weakness. Because either way, I'm underwater longer. So either way, I'm probably gonna die because I'm underwater. But an alligator, you know, you can keep his mouth shut. And if you keep his mouth shut, you can hang on to him. You got a chance.
Right, the shark knows. Shark's a predator. That's why
I
they
still
kill
don't
people.
trust that punch him in the nose thing.
I'm
Like,
gonna try, but have you ever tried to punch underwater?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all I picture is a slow motion.
And
loss
if you
of
do punch
wind.
him and he goes, he's gonna go down. He's gonna come back up.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my limb just because I was too lazy.
I'm not worried about that. They like penguins and shit. Wolves can't get away from them. I'm not outswimming the shark.
I mean,
And again, it goes back to the thing: can I kick him in the head?
yeah, I
No.
wonder what the shark thinks if someone's punching him like that. They're like, "What the hell is that guy doing?" Oh, cool, he's not moving. He's gonna stand there. Awesome.
Yeah, a shark in a fight is winning.
And how sensitive is their nose? Can I like do that? One of these?
I'm guessing it's not very sensitive, considering the fact they just run into shit with it.
I mean, now don't get it wrong. Like, I might lose a limb. My fingers going all sorts of.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fighting. I'm trying to take an eye with me.
Yeah, like
the one-eyed shark is.
whatever animal takes me out, I'm getting damage in.
Not against the tiger, you're not. You're not doing shit.
I'm getting something.
You're not, dude. They're. You know how big tigers are. You know how big tigers are.
Oh, it says I'm getting something in. Like, I
What?
don't care if it's a rake in the eye.
Oh, yeah, you think you're getting anything in a tiger? Tigers would destroy lions. It won't even.
Let me get the record straight. I am not winning. I'm not doing major damage. I'm getting a shot in.
I don't know if you are. I think it's going to jump up as you punch him. He's just going to land on you. Maybe maybe if you're lucky, you punch him in his teeth and break a tooth.
Hey, that's a shot.
Maybe
I'll
if you're
take
lucky.
it.
The other thing you might
They can
do,
remember me forever.
and this is going to be a great way to kind of end this. A thing you can do fighting one of those animals: grab his nuts, stick your ass, and hope it freaks him out. And he runs away.
Just die at that point. If your self-defense strategy is to stick your finger in his ass, something is wrong with you.
If a monkey is beating the shit out of me, dude, I'm kicking him in the nuts. I'm swinging there. I'm grabbing whatever you gotta grab, man. That was like the old thing. Remember in basketball, we had the thing of a bear. You climb up a tree, and the bear's trying to pee at him. He's like, "The fuck, I'm out of here."
You know he's gonna. You know he's. Out.
The other thing was what? Do a Macho Man elbow on your way down
Yep.
to help you land
But
on.
that goes to a point. I'm leaving a mark. You're not trying to win at that part. You're just trying to piss him off.
Well, no, you're hoping you knock him off the tree and you land on him, and he's like out of breath and you can get away.
Yeah, like landing
like
on
a
a
polar
rock.
bear.
I'm sure that feels good.
Like a polar bear doesn't matter, but you're not winning against a polar bear.
Not winning against any of the bears.
Like a grizzly may, well, in the wild, if you're one-on-one, a grizzly bear may leave you alone. A black bear, good chance he's gonna want to leave you alone. Like a wolf, if a wolf one-on-one in the wild, you don't run away.
Yeah, they don't
there's a good
want
chance
to fight
he's
you.
gonna want to leave.
Yeah.
A polar bear is gonna eat.
Are they that aggressive?
Oh yeah, because think about it. A lot of bears eat berries and figs and a lot. They have reliable food sources. Polar bears don't have reliable food sources.
Fair.
There's stuff where they got the people doing like in the North Pole and they're doing the scientist thing, and a polar bear's trying to get into their hut because he can smell them. And he's there for hours, just trying to beat down the house.
I haven't seen that. I've seen a couple of things like that. I've seen wolves circling someone's house and stuff like that. But
yeah, polar bears are mean.
So this is what we do. Okay, when we rule the world someday, all right, we're gonna get a whole bunch of
no
animals.
world left. When we rule it, there's gonna be nothing left.
We're gonna put all the Karens in a Walmart,
I'm down with that.
and we're gonna put them in with all these animals, and then we're gonna see what animals can be beat.
So when you rule the world, you want to be an evil dictator. I got you.
No, just for the people that piss us off in this world.
Not just me. When everyone in line is looking at you like, oh my God, like stop. Just stop.
And the person, and I'll put you, like, you'll get your own little room against a koala bear, so you can prove that.
Yeah, no problem. It's 30 pounds, 2 feet tall. I'm punting it.
Sounds like there's one at the back of the garage trying to get
Yeah,
to you right now.
Dogs are trying to get in. I made them go out now.
And what was the thing you said you wanted to circle back to?
So stores, like appliance stores, washer broke. By the way, I did so much. I did so much shit and the shit still didn't work. I took out the hose, I cleaned it, remember I sent you pictures? Yeah. So the tube had a bunch of stuff. I took off the pump, I cleaned it, I figured out how to put stuff back together. I did more research. Oh, this door lock thing, I replaced that, I had to take more stuff apart, place another piece, and still it doesn't work. So we had to go buy a new washer. And this bullshit of not letting me leave the store with the what? Luke's is trying to open the door handle's the wrong kind. Not being able to leave the store with the appliance pisses me off. It's a wash machine. I can fit in my Jeep, I can fit in the truck. But they only do delivery and they charge you for the delivery.
Oh, I hate
So it's $50 delivery fee when I don't even want to deliver. I'm like, just give it to me. Well, are you sure you can hook it up? Because delivery fee counts hooking it up. Well, I don't have a choice. Like, what do you mean? Like, you won't let me leave the store with it. Can I pay the $50 right now for delivery and just take the washer with me so we can wash clothes? Like, luckily the other one, it's not every cycle it breaks, but a lot of times it stops halfway through. So then you got to spin and drain it to get the water out and then start the cycle back up and hope it finishes.
Right.
But it's like, what? Stop, just let me leave. When do we as a society, COVID, decide we can't take anything from a store that we want to buy that has to be delivered?
Well, it's one of those things. They learn how they could get more money out of people. It's kind of like the Wendy's thing I told you, right?
Oh, yeah. A lot of places are doing that too.
For those that haven't heard this story, what they're doing is if you go to a fast food place, when it's slow, you'll pay the normal price. Not a super cheap price, the normal price. That part matters. If you go when they're busy, they have their price on their board will change the busier they get so they can charge you more money. Did it cost them more money to make it? No. But because they're busier, when the food will actually taste good, they're going to start statically changing, or I forget what the term is, but they're changing their boards as the demand increases.
The toll roads in DC do that. The more cars are on 95 regular, the higher the tolls are to get on the toll road. It should be the opposite. It should be like, oh, we want to get rid of some congestion. Let's drop the tolls, get people off here onto the toll road to go. But like, nope, people are stuck for 3 hours. $30 again is toll.
Yeah, it's absolutely, the greed of this world is astonishing.
The greed of our government. You elected them, not me. But I'm telling you right now, I'm voting, and I'm not voting third party this time. Telling you reduced my income by a couple $1,000s for nothing. Fuck you.
Yeah, I will say, all the people saying all the prices, you're seeing gas go back up. The prices of food is astounding at this point.
Well, the fact that they think this is new, when it's been going on for almost 4 years, probably 8 years really, 12, I don't know. But it wasn't to the point where you noticed it immediately. Well, now you're like...
It's because what it did is like, I hate the logic that they use to say it's okay. Because it was like flat, inflation way up here. And then it stayed flat, so they're like, yeah, it's been flat. Yeah, but it had this like 30% increase.
Out of nowhere. So like I said about the tax, and they raised it, they said because of inflation, that they raised the tax, whatever it was. But they printed the money that raised it, that caused the inflation.
Well,
they're now taxing me because of what they did.
Yeah, and they're doing the same thing with car insurance and
don't even get me wrong. It took me forever. But home insurance people in Richmond, fuck you. You guys suck. When I return a call, so my home insurance, I'm just going to keep my rant, maybe now. I had an agent that was working with him when we got the house and got it. So I had London Mutual, screw you, and as an insurance company, since we bought the house like 6 years ago. And just kept on doing a policy. It was really cheap policy. It was good policy. And they said, we're no longer working with your agent, so we're going to cancel your policy beginning of the year. And I called them up and I said, hey, I want to stay a customer. It's been 6 years. I even have a loyal member discount on my policy. I said, oh, we don't underwrite these ourselves. You have to find an agent that was willing to work with us. So they gave me 3 names. I called them. The first guy replied back. I sent him an email of the declaration page. He ghosted me. I guess worst day ever. I don't know. The other people wouldn't call me back. So I called them again and said, hey, I'm trying to stay a customer. I'm working hard to stay your customer. How do I do this? And they said, well, you have to work with one of these people. I said, they won't return calls. Like, they're not willing to work with me. And she said, well, here's another person. So I called them, nothing. So I had to go with a completely different thing, and now I have no agents. I did everything myself, figured it out, because the agent that was doing car insurance and home insurance together was going to raise my car insurance. So I got Progressive, and I got a real cheaper car insurance. So I said, okay, well, with the home insurance, my car insurance goes way down here. So I called Geico. Fuck you, Geico.
Yeah, I just left Geico like a year ago now.
So they raised price like 2 years ago, and I said, try to do something last year before the policy. I said, hey, is there anything you can do? I'm going to start searching. I said, no, there's nothing we can do. That's the price. So I said, okay. So when the Progressive came through with the thing, I was saving like $40 cheaper a month. And they're supposed to send something to Geico. I signed the thing, but they still weren't changing my thing. So I called them to cancel. Then they said, well, why do you want to cancel? I said, well, Progressive's $40 a month cheaper. This is the basic conversation. He goes, well, I see here that you've been a member for 20 years. Yeah, I have. Yeah, no fucking shit. Like, you didn't care about that? You didn't care about that?
That was almost my same conversation. I was a member of Geico for like 17 years.
By the way, I can punt that fucking little lizard too.
Like 17 years. They almost doubled my monthly bill. No accidents, nothing like that.
Yeah, no accident. Windshield was all we had.
They decided to double it because they did.
Yeah, no, they're like,
they changed the way they handled having another driver on the policy.
Oh, so I didn't have that. I had no changes.
But they doubled it. So I was like, listen, I don't want to leave you guys. It's a pain in the butt. I have my house insurance to you. I don't want to do it. Just work with me a little bit. No, they didn't want to work with me. And then when I canceled, they made me cancel the house part. I had to make a separate call for that.
Right.
So that guy gets on, he's like, basically at the end of it, he's like, another one, huh? Because they're a separate entity, so they don't...
Yeah, I even went through the quote with them to add the house, figuring maybe I can save some stuff. But there was like $500 more a year for house insurance than Progressive. For the same exact thing. I said, guys, I've been a member for 20 years. Well, that didn't matter then. But then all of a sudden, when I canceled, but you've been a member for... Yeah, I've been paying you for 20 years. I've been your customer for 20 years, and you didn't care. And now that I'm gone, you're like, but... Yeah. It's like they thought the loyalty was going to last forever. Like, we charge you whatever you want.
It's like that. You're seeing it everywhere. Everyone now is like, oh, these people are going to pay no matter what. There's going to come to a point where people find another way. And that point is coming soon. Because you can only pull... you see the credit card debt is higher than it's ever been. So basically, people have been borrowing. Now they're going to get to a point like, oh, shit, I can't borrow anymore.
Right. Yeah,
and then all these people that decide, oh well, we're gonna give cost of living increases to wages that are really tiny, but it doesn't match what's over here. So all these people that can't live, it's gonna get real ugly at some point.
Well, I mean, it's like I said with the rent and stuff like that, but my house insurance when it was gonna go up, it went up $300 almost. And that's the cheapest policy I could get. So I had to do something to save money somewhere else.
Right.
That's when I said, oh, I'm going to force the car insurance on. Let's see, I spent hours on this, just hours of people not calling back. Just, oh my God. But yeah, so people that are paying like $1,500, $1,600 rent, they don't have money for anything else. You've raised rent so high that people are just going to be like, I was going to live outdoors. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I can't imagine. I'm glad I got the house when I got it. And I was like, that's the other thing too, like Chesterfield County keeps going up on saying my house is worth more than it's worth. Just so they can have higher taxes. So my mortgage, which I was told, hey, you're pretty safe. You're going to have this payment for a long time. It keeps going up.
Yeah, because of personal property.
Because of personal property taxes, insurance, everything else going up. I understand that the insurance might go up at some point, but you can't say that the house that I paid, let's make up a number, because I don't want to give out real numbers. Say $170, right? They're now saying this house that is worth $289,000.
Yeah,
it's like 900 square feet.
But if you went to sell it,
yeah, no chance.
There is a portion of everything costs so much more now that the prices are going up. You could probably sell it. So in your scenario, you could probably sell it for $240 when it was So there's kind of a double hit because even if you were to sell it for that great increase from the 170 to 240, the cost to buy the next one.
Right, you have to time it.
Yeah.
You have to time it right.
It's everything has gotten so crazy and out of control, but it always goes in cycles. It'll come back down.
No, it's not.
The
No, it's not. As long
world
as
goes
we
in
leave-
cycles one way or another.
As long as we
You
leave-
can only go so high.
As long as we leave the people in charge, they're not. They're,
Well, I didn't say anything about leaving the people in charge.
Well,
But that'll be a rant for another day.
yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say something. I was gonna rant about something else, but I don't even know what it was. But
Yeah, well, it's absolutely no holds barred on the platform now. Like I don't care if we talk about politics.
no, I mean we're.
So we're going to talk about everything now. There were some small rules for some of those things, but if we offend you, if I offend you and I actually like who you are, my bad. Like let's just talk about it. But
So-
if I don't like you, oh well.
There's going to be a solo rant coming this week because there's a company called 6 a.m. Run, Powered Run. Like a bunch of hackers took over a Facebook group called Trail and Ultra Running. They had like 270,000 million, and hackers came in, kicked out the admins, did all this other stuff, right? I don't know how they did it, but they did it. You could tell they had no, pretty clear it was hacked. And the owner said, hey, we just got hacked and all our admins removed, these new admins are now taking over. And this company called 6 a.m. Run Power then took over the group. Like they bought the group or attacked, I don't know if they were like the original hackers. So now they're advertising all over, they're sending emails to people in the group. I'm like, why would I ever do business with you? You just hacked a group, stole some shit, a Facebook group. You stole a Facebook group to advertise, and you think I'm gonna put my credit card information?
Sounds like the rant is happening now, not later this week.
No, little preview.
Little preview. All right, and in the near future, we're going to have a mystery guest.